Scarlet 3, you're going to be number 3 behind the Mooney on our right down one. I'll call your base leg.
Number 3 behind the Mooney, you'll call base. Scarlet 3.
Yeah, so there on the left of the runway is going to be 4 white lights. So that's the PAPI.
Mm-hmm.
2360 back here, tapping to follow the Skyhawk left base leg to final. Off your 1 o'clock and a mile and a half.
Yeah, we've got traffic.
2360 back, roger, base at your discretion, follow Skyhawk. Here's a full stop. Runway 27 left, clear to land.
27 left, clear to land behind the Cessna, 360 back.
You want red, red, red?
No, you want 2 red, 2 white.
2 red, 2 white, okay.
Cessna limit off where you're parking.
We're actually going to head over back to the west ramp.
Cessna limit off, roger, turn left, Charlie right on Alpha, taxi west ramp. Monitor ground control 121.7.
Charlie Alpha to the ramp, monitor ground point 7, 77 limit golf.
Scarlet 3, Mooney traffic that follows off your left wing tip or right base leg, he's a full stop.
Got him in sight, Scarlet 3.
Scarlet 3, roger, follow Mooney number 2, runway 27 left, clear touch and go.
Follow the Mooney, number 2, clear touch and go, 27 left, Scarlet 3.
Alright, now it gets freaking hot, so
Yeah, it's a little warm.
you can, I don't know if you have a window.
State Tower, Scarlet 2,
Yep, you do.
with you 4,500, about 9 miles to your east, with Tango for full stop.
Scarlet 2, State Tower, roger, report on final 5 miles east, straight in runway 27 left.
Straight in, 27 left, Scarlet 2. Report 5 miles.
Come back, roger, turn left, Charlie, right turn on Alpha, taxi west ramp, remain this frequency.
Cool, man.
At their recording?
Huh?
At their recording?
No, like, is that recorded back at the
No, it's
station
just,
or anything?
no, that's just
Okay.
for my own shits and giggles.
Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha.
State ground, Scarlet 7.
Scarlet 7, stay ground.
Yes, sir. Scarlet 7 over to student ramp, requesting IFR clearance, ready to copy.
Scarlet 7, stay Clinton, Roger, clear the Ohio State Airport as filed. I'll maintain 3,000, expect 4,000, 1 minutes after departure. Departure control frequency will be 125.905. Squawk 4540, stand by on the readback. 43 number Mike, turn left Charlie, join Alpha Taxi, Old Keys, monitor ground 121.7.
Name?
7, go ahead with readback.
Roger, Scarlet 7.
You can talk, we don't.
Ask
Is there any,
maintain 3,000.
planes here that actually need the entire runway?
Departure
Pretty much, I don't think so. I mean, there's some big ass jets, but nothing that really needs all of it.
I mean, they could probably like land bigger planes here if needed emergency.
Yeah, so there's actually a 707, like in the 60s, landed here instead of the Columbus because it mistook the airport.
Nice.
And then just recently, so that turboprop, the twin turboprop, that was like right in front of us when we were sitting up there.
Yep.
There's a company that runs those, and they're kind of like an Uber of the skies. And they had engine problems, and they ran off the end of the runway because by the time they figured out there was some type of problem, they couldn't slow down enough, and so you can't see it here, but off to the edge you can see like divot marks from the plane digging into the grass when it went off the end.
There's no overrun or anything?
I mean, it's just like little grass. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, there's a little bit of extended runway, but
There's your localizer antennas.
Okay, so they're at this end for all the way over there.
Coming in this way.
Yeah. All right. So that is, they've been running the engine a little bit too rich with the fuel mixture, and so carbon builds up and gives it that, so like you just have to, like, you run it hot, and then it clears it up.
Burn it off.
Yeah, burn it off, exactly. Those engines. Alright, we are ready to go. So if you want to call Jamie or text her while we're on the ground.
Yeah.
And,
Awesome.
State Tower, this is Skyhawk 737 Lima Golf, ready for takeoff, runway 27 left.
Skyhawk 737 Lima Golf, State Tower, clear for takeoff, proceed on course, runway 27 left.
Clear for takeoff, proceed on course, 737 Lima Golf, 27 left. Alright, here we go. I mean, you can put your feet on the pedals, just like, you don't have to, but just it's probably more comfortable that way.
Yep. Quick.
She's a good little girl. Actually kind of nice that there's a little bit of the clouds over there, so we're not getting blinded by the sun like I was yesterday. You're getting spoiled because this is like super smooth, like it's usually a little bit bumpier.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a little bit bumpy, kind of low, and then once I was up, it was smoothed out. Still, it was not nearly this smooth.
How do you usually cruise at?
Usually I'm just doing stuff local, so it's not very high, like...
I mean, at least to like get above the bumpiness.
It depends on how hot it is. If it's like a summer day, I get like a lot of like surface heating, which really makes it bumpy low.
Is it 2,000 feet right now?
4 Echo Romeo. Someone 4 Echo Romeo, stay ground, Roger. Runway 27 left, taxi via Alpha.
State Tower, Cherokee 6157 Juliet at Plain City with Sierra for full stop.
Cherokee 6157 Juliet, before crossing out about right B, or correction, right downwind, runway 27 left.
6157 Juliet will report crossing the outer belt and lining up for 27 left.
Set the 7 McGraw traffic, just call me, the Cherokee inbound Ohio State. 1 o'clock and 2.5 miles opposite direction, 2,600.
Pretty cool, man.
7 Lima Golf, we're looking for traffic.
Cherokee 6157 Juliet, Texas, Cessna Skyhawk, departed Ohio State, 1 o'clock, 2 miles opposite direction, 2,500.
Like right in front of us.
57 Juliet is looking for traffic. State Tower, so Bravo 13 is 5.5 to the south of the field. Request transition to the northeast.
I head this way anyway, but the guy's like right.
State Tower, Roger, transition approved. State altimeter 3027.
3027, transition approved, so Bravo 13.
Looking for bogeys?
Yeah. I mean, he's like right by us.
Cherokee, 2 o'clock and a mile and a half, 2,600.
Yeah, negative on the traffic. Lima Golf, we're actually doing a little bit head south just to kind of get out of their way.
Cherokee 57 Juliet, the traffic opposite direction is turning southwestbound are now 2 o'clock and a mile, 2,700.
Yeah, he's a little bit below us now.
57 Juliet is looking for traffic.
Alright, so look off your right and you'll probably see a plane go right by us.
That's what I'm trying to look for it.
I mean, it's so hard as hell to find.
No factor.
There'll be...
739 Echo uniform, just south of the Square Lakes and down full south.
Yeah, they're behind us now.
Yeah.
They're not behind us, but they're like...
I see something.
Something 9 uniform, State Tower, Roger, report route 315 in the Annabelle.
Yeah, they're behind us now.
Runway 27 left.
Sightseeing, runway 27 left, report at 315 in the outer belt, 739 Echo uniform.
And check your plots.
I didn't see anything.
For left down one, that's approved. Report midfield left down one.
Yeah, so
runway 27 left.
you can see how hard it is to see shit.
Yeah.
Midfield downwind 427 left.
State Tower, good evening. Cessna 1788, Quebec, about 7.5 southwest with Sierra and downfall south.
Cessna Quebec, State Tower, good evening. Report to midfield left downwind, runway 27 left.
Report midfield for left downwind 27 left, 80 Quebec.
Oh, is that your path to the Springfield Airport?
Yeah. Cheat. I was going to use the VOR, but I can't figure out how the hell that... I guess I can do it up here.
So flight 13, be leaving Delta airspace, frequency change approved. So long.
1113, have a good night, sir.
Alright, so it should be like a 260, because that's what I was looking for yesterday. Or 250, man. So,
Oh, nice.
so that GPS shows us it too. Yeah, so that's GPS, and that's...
7 holding short, 27 left, ready for takeoff.
Alright, so look outside. Stop looking in the plane.
Yeah. Oh, I like this stuff too.
Runway 27 left, waiting on IFR release.
27 left, Scarlet 7.
Scarlet 7, I got your release. Scarlet 7, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading. Traffic's on our right base leg.
Roger, clear for takeoff, 27 left, runway heading, Scarlet 7. State Tower, 4 Echo Romeo is ready to go in sequence.
This is 4 Echo Romeo, State Tower, Roger. Taxi up to hold short, runway 27 left.
Taxi up, hold short, runway 27 left, 4 Echo Romeo.
Set down Echo uniform, square your base to final, your number 1. Set down Echo uniform, and discard the report. And I'll have your landing clearance at about another mile and a half. Speed 2 departures, part of your arrival.
2 departures prior to our arrival. We're squaring off our base and we'll be looking for traffic. 9 Echo uniform.
Cherokee Flight 7 Juliet Tower will call your base flag, your number 2.
So there's this, the wind's too much on you, or you like the breeze?
It was good how it is.
Runway 27 left, clear for takeoff.
Comfortable.
Runway heading to advise. Traffic's on our right base leg of Cessna.
Alright, runway heading to advise, clear for takeoff, 27 left, 4 Echo Romeo.
Tug 54, stay ground, good evening. Tug 54, roger, proceed east via Alpha. Sonic uniform, the departure traffic, no factor, number 1. Runway 27 left, clear to land.
Number 1, runway 27 left, clear to land, 739 Echo uniform. Thank you.
This is what flying the plane's like. Take off and sit around for a while.
Yeah. Right. As long as it's not for too long.
One of our planes apparently was like, they bought it in Phoenix or something, and so they had one of the instructors commercially fly out to Phoenix and then fly that thing all the way back. Which would probably be pretty fun. Like, it'd be like a slow road trip.
Yeah.
Scarlet 7, contact departure.
Yeah, I'd probably rather do that than be in a car for much longer.
Yeah, so straight off to our left wing is it's a target distribution center that you can kind of see from the highway. It's like, I forget which exit it is or whatever, but like that's target.
Starting base.
That's 70, right?
70.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the hangars of the Madison County Airport over here.
Okay.
And I only know that because straight ahead of us, that lake is Choctaw Lake, and my parents' neighbors actually have a house there. That's their main house, but they have like a house in Dayton because they used to both parents used to work in Dayton, but then they kind of the dad worked in like automotive, and so he ended up working out in Springfield. So whatever.
Have you been in the lake, swimmable?
I think it's like pretty shallow, so it's like really like green and like goose poopy. But it was like we went to I went to the neighbor kid's graduation party, and there was tons of people out there. I mean, it's water.
It's water.
Not super awesome or anything, but it's water.
He's just left base leg to final.
Probably, you would probably be like, this is like a scum pond coming from Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
And then I think that is the lake, Buck Creek over by...
the reservoir?
Yeah, at Springfield.
Uniform or you're parking?
Yeah, probably.
Uniform, Roger. Turn left, Charlie, taxiway. Hold short Alpha, remain this frequency.
Charlie Alpha, remain on 3.
Southbound Charlie. Hold short of Alpha, remain on frequency 739 Echo Uniform.
Remember area number 3 minutes. Cessna, begin down left base leg, just outside of Go Down Road.
Alright, we'll be looking for the traffic down for Echo.
Far enough away. Really need to talk to them.
How do you know when to switch?
Honestly, it's I can switch anytime I'm actually outside of their airspace.
Okay. How do you keep track of the airspace though?
GPS, but it's like the airspace is. This is something I really should know. It's like 5 nautical miles. I only passed 5 nautical miles a long time ago, but it's 5 nautical miles from the center. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it's 5. It could be 4. There's like the 3 levels, and some of them are like this one has like a big outer ring at 4 and something, or maybe I'm just screwing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a Madison County Airport with its hangars that you can kind of see.
Yep. So, as soon as you get out of like the airspace, though, you have to keep track of like the different airspaces that you enter into along the flight, right?
I mean, you do if you go through anything major, but for the most part, when you're out in God's green earth, you don't really need to. I mean, it's still technically controlled, except for like really low to the ground, except for like 7 or 1,200 feet above the ground. And that's really for like instrument traffic, so they can kind of say that they control that.
Right.
But for the most part, you have to be at least 3,000 feet above the ground for them to see you on radar in those places. So they're like, if you're not above 3,000, we can't really track you. So
you're really like worried about other plane interaction within like a close airspace or proximity to.
You're worried about traffic anywhere.
Right. I mean, I get that, but I mean, like, as far as like being notified of airplanes in like the vicinity and things like that too.
Yeah. So
if
we landed over there, like there's like a common frequency, it's kind of like a party line, and I just say, hey, Madison County traffic, this is Skyhawk 737 Lima Golf. I'm 5 miles out to the north. I'm going to come in to land, and then you just kind of listen in, and sometimes there's people without radios, very, very, very rare, but anymore. But like. It's something you have to kind of like look out for.
Have you met like anybody else in the airspace, like outside of anything like that? I mean, it's pretty unlikely, right?
It is, but still, like, there's mid-air collisions all the time. Not like every day, but more often than you think. And it's almost always like close to an airport.
Right.
And so we're a high wing plane, but there's also the low wing plane. So one of the classics is a low wing above and a high wing below, and they don't see each other because I can't look up and he can't look down, so they collide.
Makes sense.
Again, doesn't happen very often, but...
Yep.
So here's the rest stop on 70.
Yeah. That came up fast.
Madison County's back there. Yeah, so we've been... Yeah, so it says we have 11 more minutes to get there.
Fast.
some miles an hour. Like 108, 109.
So that gas station up there, yeah, if you go a little bit further than that gas station, or like up there to the left of the like highway that goes parallel with 70.
Okay, so this guy right here. There's 70 here, and then there's this guy over to our left. Should I just cut?
Yeah, that's 40?
Because aren't you like just south of 40 or something?
Yep.
Okay, so I will go over there because, no offense, but I don't really care about seeing your house. I mean, I kind of want to see it, but
right.
I'll let you see it. They're like, oh, Dave, you should see your house over here, man. It's great.
Man, it looks so good. Look, I see your kids playing without you down there. Looks like they're having a lot of fun.
There's like a nice little house over there.
That one with the circle driveway? Yeah. You see all that cool shit that you don't see from the highway.
Exactly. One time I was flying from, I took my dad flying, and we went from Columbus to Madison County, and someone had drawn a big Brutus the Buckeye in a cornfield. And I was like, that's super cool. Like, they must know that there's enough air traffic, because why the hell else would you put, like, that in the field? Like, there's not that many people that are going to be able to see that thing.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's Ritchie Brothers, right?
Yep. Yep. You don't see stuff like this where I'm like, oh man, they made the highway really go around the town. I was like, I had no idea before.
There's another one like right behind us that did the same thing. And there's like houses in between. I was like, that's kind of weird, but
almost like the town was there, and then they built the highway, and they're like, we don't want to mess with the town. We have to tear down a bunch of houses, and we don't want to do that.
I'm fine. The heat was on. It's kind of like burning my legs.
Oh,
They were getting warm.
Yeah.
I don't know, like burning my legs, but
it's whatever you want, man. I'm comfortable. Like,
as long as, yeah.
if it starts to get a little cold, like I'll tell you.
Yeah, I mean it will once the sun goes down. Cause like, okay, so I think over there you can kind of see the green spot is with the red lights at the end is the Springfield Airport.
Yep.
We should be coming up on your house pretty soon here, right?
Yep. You see this bend in the highway?
Yeah.
But right past that, there's a road that goes left, and then there's another highway. Plattsburgh. Yep. I think it's that one over there.
Okay.
We're just like down. We're like on the edge of. I think we're on the edge of the woods. Yeah, this highway right here.
This little guy, yeah. Because I remember there was like the curve to it. Yeah, because I think you're just like right over there.
Like tucked behind those. Usually like a little hill, trees.
Because you kind of guide me, and I'll.
The highway cuts diagonally across, right where that you lose it behind the trees over there.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Here we come! Get ready for the dog poop.
Let me see if I even have service. Apparently I got a little bit. Amy's drinking wine and Becky's drinking beer.
Alright, so...
Here comes tons of dog poop. Hey, you see that big pond?
Yeah.
Or the 2 houses before that?
Okay. 2 houses before that, like this way.
Yep. So you see the one with the garage and the 2 lights in front of the pond?
Yeah.
For the house right before that. The one with the fucked up driveway in the.
No, I got it. I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't do it.
Oh, I see the kids. They're out there.
Oh yeah, there they are.
Here comes the poop. Yeah, they're out there.
Those itty bitty dots down there.
Yep. Little ants.
Dad, did you see me waving? Yeah.
Yeah, totally, kid. And there's a lot more dots down there than I'm used to seeing.
Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. There's a train. Like you've never seen a choo-choo. Like you've never seen a choo-choo train before.
Not from the air.
Not from the air.
Not like this.
Not like this. Did I lose them? I think I'm going over them right now. Oops.
Yep.
Bombs away!
Here comes the poop! Pretty cool, man.
What time is it? Time. I totally lost them. I have no idea where they're at. Other than there.
Other neighbors are like, what the fuck is this plane doing?
Wow. And then Jamie and the kids are out there screaming their heads off. What the hell's going on? They can spy out all your neighbors' houses and be like, oh, I know you got a pool in the backyard. You said you never had one. Alright, I think we'll give one more buzz job and then call the head back. Haven't scared you yet?
No.
Alright, good. I don't plan to.
I thought you were going to go the other way.
No.
I'm scared you let? Well, watch this.
Yeah. Guy in the back there's got a nice house, that grayish thing. I guess it's okay.
One on the hill there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can actually see it in the winter time whenever the trees don't have the leaves on them. Our backyard.
Alright, kids.
Later. Bye-bye.
Oh, so that golf course I always see from 70 is like kind of in your backyard.
Yeah, I've actually never been on it before.
I think of my friend Mike who you've met. I think he golfed here once or twice. That one day that we, you, me, and my brother, we ran the Gem City 5K or whatever, and then Mike kind of pieced out. He's like, oh, I don't want to use my kitchen pass because, like, Katie, I've got to go with this golf thing tomorrow. I think he said he was golfing there. I don't know. But whatever name of the golf course he said made me think it was that one. I have no idea.
It's another nice one, like in Springfield.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually, I've been to that one. It's called Windy Knoll.
I'm getting the wind on that. That thing's sticky. So you can't twist it. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, I can feel the heat already. Not that I really needed it, but I was like...
I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Why would you not want to have the heater on?
So the pitot heater is for that guy.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Doesn't freeze over?
yeah, so it doesn't freeze over, but if you run it while it doesn't have air, at least air on it, it'll burn up. It's just a heating element thing. Yep. Yeah, so you just don't want to burn it out. It'll probably cost $1 billion to get rid of or to get fixed.
Scarlet Tree, runway 27 left, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, 27 left, go through.
Yeah, you can still kind of get the night effect even right now.
Yeah.
Is it usually so hazy, or is that just...
Yeah, sadly. I mean, honestly, the best days to go flying on, like really clear days in the winter. The summer is, to be honest, like on a day like this with the sun, it would be like a line of haze right at the horizon. So it'd be like a band of it that you could kind of see the city, but it'd just be like hazy, right? And it's just there's the moisture in the air and there's the pollution in the air. So there's that other airport, and you can see the rotating beacon. So green or blue, white, blue.
Oh, yes.
White.
Yep. You ever heard of There's actually a way of doing like glide path, but with lights. What do they call them?
There's a couple of versions, Pappy and Dassy.
Pappy. Yep.
You'll see them. I don't think you can see them there, but you'll see them when we go into Columbus.
Yeah, we got to work on those in Antarctica.
I can see that being really important just because like everything's white.
Yep.
Number Starman, taxiway Golf closed. Hazardous weather information available on flight service and highwall.
State Tower, helicopter 6 Charlie Pop.
Depart.
I mean, the maintenance for those things pretty much just consisted of putting a level on top of the box and adjusting this thing that just raised the top of it like over there. Did the lights come on? Yeah. Is the level good? Yeah. All right. Peace out.
2353, helicopter Charlie Pop, Roger, Bird is requested, state altimeter 3025.
3025, 6 Charlie Pop, thanks sir.
Here. Charlie 3, make a right traffic, 2 point.
Right traffic, 03.
Altimeter 3025. Visual approach runway 27 left in use. Landing and parting runway 27 left and runway 27 right. Number Starman, taxiway Golf closed. Hazardous weather information available on flight service and high watch frequencies. VFR departures, provide ground control with all course heading in degrees. Mr. Contact advisor, control the updated information, Tango.
State Tower, this is Scarlet 17. I'm about 8 miles out to the south, requesting with information Tango, full stop. Scarlet 17.
Scarlet 17, State Tower, Roger, Port Midfield, left downwind, runway 27 left.
Left down, report, midway left downwind, runway 27 left, Scarlet 17.
Scarlet 3, runway 27 left, clear, touch and go.
Scarlet doesn't go 27 left, Scarlet 3.
Scarlet 2, you might see a helicopter crossing the final after 1 o'clock and 2 miles southbound, 1,300.
Be looking for the traffic, 3.
Suspect Romeo, turn left Charlie, join Alpha, taxi west ramp, monitor ground control 121.7.
Alright, taxi west ramp via Charlie Alpha, monitor ground point 7, Northport, over there.
Will anybody with a GPS pretty much show up on here?
No, it's not GPS driven. It's there's this new, for lack of a better word, I'll call it initiative with the FAA. They're making the planes equip themselves with this thing called ADSB. It stands for Automatic Data Surveillance Broadcast. And there's in and out, and basically it's, instead of them having to, it kind of like puts the burden on the plane instead of the burden on the FAA and putting radar sites up everywhere. So now they actually have a set of ground-based repeaters, and they're pretty much put on cell towers, and the plane will broadcast its position with GPS coordinates to those repeaters, and this is a big mesh network. So if, say, I don't reach that ground station, but I talk to somebody else up in the air, then it shoots me the information as well, and so you can also get weather and stuff on here.
Oh, nice.
So by 2020, all planes that work in controlled airspace have to have it equipped. So it's just like, it's an initiative, and it makes sense. It's like, it first was a pilot program up in Alaska, and they saw really good results with it of, seeing other planes and stuff. So, because otherwise that type of information would be thousands and thousands of dollars to put in the plane, because it pretty much gives you in-plane weather as well as I call it TCAS, but it's like collision alert system, because you can see it. So on our screen earlier, I probably didn't point it out, but you could see that guy, and so it kind of gives you an idea of where it is. Whereas the controller was talking to us already, so he said, hey, look out for him. It's like, all right, I'm looking for him, but I don't see him.
Because you might not have been looking at the screen the whole time.
Right, and so, but if we were outside of their airspace, you would still be able to at least look at this and see, you know, if they were.
That showing up was part of the system you're talking about.
Correct.
So it's equipped.
It's not GPS. It's built in to be displayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like the hive mind.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like they put there's actually one of the repeaters on 71 South by the Miller, or not by the Miller, by the Budweiser plant.
Yeah.
I meant to go look and try and find it, but they say it looks like a cell tower, or it's on a cell tower, but it's the node like halfway up the cell tower. It's like, you know, not like a ring, but it's like the ring of the receivers on it. So.
Yeah.
Is this night enough for you?
What?
Is this night enough for you?
Yeah.
Well, I can do like a 360 or kind of putt around for a little bit if you really want it to be dark, but.
Oh, this is good.
But yeah, you can.
Yeah. Actually seems like a much bigger city looking at it at night from above than.
Yeah,
It even seems like driving through.
State Tower, this is Skyhawk 737 Lima Golf, inbound with Tango. We're 10 miles to the west for a full stop.
737 Lima Golf, State Tower, Roger, report crossing outer belt, left traffic, runway 27 left.
Left traffic, and we'll part the outer belt, 27 left, 737 Lima Golf.
Scarlet Tree number 2, traffic to follow the company Skyhawk on the left base leg.
Number 2, got the traffic plate, sir, please.
Scarlet Tree, Roger, company's a full stop, runway 27 left, cleared, touch and go.
Roger, clear the touch and go, 27 left, we'll give space, copy.
The airport yet?
The Ohio State one?
Yeah. I think it's off our nose, a little to the left. Look for a dead space with some like very faint red little dot lights on it. Yeah.
Big open field, nothing else around. Yeah.
I think you can see the landing lights of one of the planes coming in, the bright white ones.
State Tower, Mooney 59er, 36 Quebec, 10 west, inbound full stop.
Are we landing 27 or 9?
37 into the, well, I was going to say into the wind, but the wind's coming from the south, so.
Scarlet 17, turn left Charlie, join Alpha, taxi student ramp, monitor ground 121.7.
Field is that?
Alpha to student.
Hillier.
Like high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
State Tower, Roger, report cross outer belt, right base leg, correction, right traffic, runway 27 left, from Mooney 36 Quebec.
Right traffic for 27 left, full crossing the belt, 36 Quebec.
see somebody over there. I don't know, that's like a commercial jet leaving Columbus. Yeah. It looks kind of low though. If it just took off, it's probably climbing. Stay tower, this is Cox 737 Lima Golf, just crossing the outer belt.
737 Lima Golf, number 1, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 27 left, 737 Lima Golf. Yeah, he's coming like right at us. Yeah, it's an airliner, I feel like.
Big one, yeah.
Moving kind of speedy.
Go at Tree Tower, will call you left crossline.
We'll call crossline, copy.
Could be somebody. It's not huge. I take that back. Doesn't look huge. I don't know.
And I don't know.
Look at the airport over there.
Go at Tree, begin left crosswind at your discretion.
Crosswind, our discretion, copy.
State Tower, Moody 5936, back over the belt.
Just come back, Roger. Your number 2 being a Cessna, midfield left downwind. I'll call your base.
Number 2 after the Cessna, you'll call my base, 36 back.